My daughter is mad, and it is most likely to be as a result of my husband's hidden past. Something that happened years back has found us out now, and is taking a toll on us through my daughter, my only daughter, the only girl that I have of my 4 children. This is the story of my life, and I need counsel, I need advice, I need your suggestion before I go gaga. So this is the story of our sister. This is Kechi Vibe Matchmaking and Love Relationship platform. We come to find love, come to find relationship, come to find connection, come to find our soulmates, and come to learn how to make our relationships to be sweet, enjoyable, vibrant, and lasting. Anytime where life is time for matchmaking. So if you are there, you want a partner, you want a soulmate, you want to connect with somebody, can come up to the screen, tell us your name, your age, location, blood group, genotype, what to do for a living, and describe the kind of a partner you want. Tell us the age range. Maybe your partner might even be there at the comment section waiting for you, and connection will take place immediately. Or you can join us in our community. After the live, there will be a link at the comment section, at the bio, or at the description, or anywhere around the video that will take you straight to our community. We'll do matchmaking. Your partner might even be there already waiting for you. Or you can drop all your information at the comment section. We'll pick it up from there, work on it. Remember to include your name, your age, location, blood group, genotype, what you do for a living, describe the kind of a partner you want, tell us the age range of the partner you want. Drop all of them there at the comment section. Your partner might even be there at the comment section. Connection will take place right away, or we'll pick it up from there and work on it for you. So this is Kechi Vibe Matchmaking and Love Relationship platform, where we come to look for solution, advice, counsel. Somebody has sent in a puzzle today, seeking for urgent advice on what she will do. It's a long story, but be patient to hear the story so that you'll be able to offer your own advice, your own suggestion, or your own consolation. Even the word of consolation goes a long way. It's a service to humanity. That's what we do for us. That's why we're here, to be able to share each other's stories. A listening ear is enough in some cases, and a word of big heart is also enough in some cases. So you never can tell for you to know exactly what you can do to help. So this lady sent us a message. She got married to her husband, and luckily they brought forth 4 children. Everything fine. They were not too buoyant, but they were not in lack. She had 3 girls, 3 boys, and 1 beautiful girl. The girl happens to be the last of all the children. Grew up to become beautiful. Right from childhood, she was delectable. She was an epitome of beauty. Everybody she saw, she came across, had one thing or the other to say about her beauty, about her grace, and she was very proud. It was her pride. She was also her husband's pride. And they were growing like this, and the children were doing fine until one fateful time when the girl turned 15 years old. She started noticing some changes in the girl. She would send her on an errand to bring something. She would go and bring another. She would tell her to go and do one thing. She would do another one. And she would go out of the house maybe on an errand with slippers, and she will come back without any slippers, barefooted. When you ask her, she will not give any meaningful answer. So she kept on noticing this thing, and her grace in the school started dropping. She would go to school, she would forget so many things and come back empty-handed, and she was like, what is happening? And when she now started realizing that she was not just doing that, but she started talking to herself, started murmuring, started laughing at times. From time to time, she just brought out into laughter, and you'll be like, what's the matter? So she took up the matter, started going from one place, going to the hospitals to look for solution. The hospitals couldn't offer any solution. She now had to resort to spiritual homes, and one after the other, the same story. Oh, your daughter is very beautiful, your daughter is a star, and that's why they are attacking her. They are attacking their glory. You have to go and pray, do 1 or 2 things. So she did up with her husband. They were going up and down, trying so many things, trying so many solutions, trying so many advice, trying so many things they could think of to help this girl. The girl was still the way she was, wasn't improving. Instead, she was deteriorating. She was getting worse, and she was getting older. So what they now did was to, kept on persisting, giving her medications, advice upon advice, solution. In Africa now, she's from Africa. Any suggestion, go to this native doctor, go to this spiritualist, go to this big pastor. He said, name the pastor she hasn't gone to. And the problems persisted. And everybody was just telling her that it's an attack, that the girl was, under a spell, and that she should do 1 or 2 prayers. So one particular time, she was told to do 7 days fasting and prayers, with midnight prayers over that girl. So she was doing the fasting, and she was weak, tired, and exhausted. She was just doing this fasting because a lone child, the only girl child she has, and she didn't have any choice. So she kept on. So by the time she finished this fasting, her husband's friend, long-time childhood friend, called her on the phone, told her that he would want her to come, that there was something he would want to tell her, and that she should come at a particular time on a particular date. So she reasoned this thing. She had just finished fasting and prayer, and the guy knew the problems they were passing through over this girl's matter, and that she was like, her first instinct was that, could it be this guy knows something about, or she wants to tell? Why did he is the friend to the husband? Why was he calling her, telling her to come, that he has something to tell her, instead of calling her husband, who is her friend, who is friend. Then she wanted to tell the husband that your friend is calling me, so I should come. That he wants something, he has something to tell me. Her mind told her, her instinct told her, maybe this guy wants to tell her something concerning the husband. That's why he called her directly and said she should come, and gave her a date. She should come to his office on a particular date. So she reasoned that then a married woman to go to somewhere to go and answer a guy's call without informing the husband, anything can happen. So but she now reasoned that this guy is a good guy. She is not a stupid guy, and he was a good Christian, and she felt she could vouch for him. So she didn't feel like telling the husband. Decided to go all the same without having to tell the husband. So she went and got to the guy's office. I can see you, my sister John. Thank you very much for always being there. I owe you one, or I owe you two. Who knows? So thank you very much. So yeah, it's a nice one. It's a story. It's a lifetime story. It's a story that something happened to a guy. That happened to a family, and they brought that matter for us to advise her. The wife brought the matter for us to advise her on what to do, or at least to encourage her, or at least to teach other people that many people may fall prey to this kind of a problem, that even if she's not having her solution, but at least she doesn't want other people to make this mistake her husband made. She doesn't want any other person to fall prey. And so she said I should please bring it to the platform for everybody to get to hear. Maybe an advice would be good for her, or a suggestion, or at least a word of encouragement. But then that people should learn from her own problems, her own mistakes, and take proper counsel. So she said that when she now went to her husband's office, immediately the husband saw her. He just kept on looking at her speechlessly. After a while, it was like he recollected himself and answered greetings to her. They exchanged pleasantries. So he told her to sit down. She sat down. He now started telling her that he was disturbed by his conscience, and that he had been disturbed for so many months, that the Holy Spirit had been tormenting him, telling him not to keep this secret, that he should say what happened today. She should expose this secret, and that he has been afraid, doesn't know what will happen, what to come out of it, and he has been delaying. But then that suddenly that the Holy Spirit is like, he is not at peace, he can't sleep again, he can't rest, he can't eat, he cannot feel free, because the secret was choking him. He needed to spill it out so that he could be free. So that was why he had to call her, for her to come and listen to his story, so that he too can be free from blame and free from the Holy Spirit holding. So she said, okay, tell me, what is it? She said, okay, that she knows that her husband and him, they have been friends for years and years. He said, now this friendship, at the stage in her life, we were like this. He could never do a thing without telling the other. They could never do anything without telling each other, that they were so close. I can see my folk there and do it. Thank you very much, Savannah. Thank you. I owe you one. So said that this friendship their friendship at that time was such that they could never do anything without informing each other, and that they were like twins, if there's anything like that. And that's where the friendship started. And whatever thing she's going to tell her, from whatever thing he is going to tell her, she should know that it's something that happened to her about 20 years ago, and that she should not allow it to disturb her marriage, she should not allow it to be a problem in her marriage. She should handle it in a matured way, and that she should promise him that she promised. Okay, good. That years back, when they were just starting life, they had started making small money, so they decided that her husband came to him one day and said, my guy, come, let's go somewhere. The people that said there's a place you go and make money quick, you go and carry a gumbute, you go and pack a gumbute, that they have to go and pack a gumbute. That some people have gone and they've had success and they're making it and doing well, and that you should come for them to go. He said the first thing he asked him was that he doesn't want a situation whereby he will go and they will tell him to do what he cannot do, or to something that has to do with blood, or has to do with sacrifice, or has to do with anything that could have a repercussion, that he's not interested, that the little he was making was okay for him. He said the husband said, no, there are people that when they said they were not demanding anything, only something like maybe like chicken or goat or all those small things, that there was something like that. So he kept on asking, he explained everything. So he started giving him examples of people who had done so and how they were doing well, and that they were not compared to do anything that was bad, and that it was a good thing, it was okay. So reluctantly he agreed. So they fixed a date. The guy that was to tell them took them to a very far away town where they went to meet the spiritual man or the spiritualist. So when they got there, the guy told them what to do. He told him, the man that is telling this story, telling the wife this, he said his own thing that he was told to do was that he should go and that he would eat excrement for 1 full week without any other thing. Only excrement for 1 week without any other thing. That's the only food. Do you know excrement of what? His own excrement. And you know another thing? Pussycat. You know pussycat? Meh. Pussycat. Have you ever seen the excrement from pussycat before? How he hides it. And apart from that, the odor that oozes out from excrement from I mean, pussycat mess. Have you ever perceived it before? How smelly it is? That's what they said the man should feed on. Pussycat excrement and his own excrement. He should feed on the two of them and drink water for 7 days. For what? Just because of money. What kind of money is that? But that was what he was told to do. He said that he felt uncomfortable, but that he reasoned that where excrement, since it wasn't another person's excrement, his own excrement, where maybe he was supposed to have money, where he could go, where he was going to see something about it, and pussycat, he didn't have a pussycat. That meant he would have to go to the market to buy a pussycat and come and keep, since it's something he will have to feed on for 7 days. So he made up his mind he would go to the market and buy a pussycat. Okay, he can manage, he will cook every 7 days. So, but his own husband, her own husband, the husband was now the one that was told that he will go and sleep with a mad woman. He will go and sleep with a mad woman. That is his own method of making money, sleeping with a mad woman. So they were like, where would they see a mad woman? And that the condition is that the mad woman he will sleep with should not be pregnant. That she should not be a pregnant person. Okay, they left. So he got home and he went and bought his own pussycat. He now bought pussycat. Pussycat he bought was a pussycat that was pregnant. It was pooping everywhere, every time. But then he will poo, the pussycat will poo and go and hide the excrement under the soil. And he will be the one that at times he will be ready to eat, he will be hungry. His own excrement is ready. I don't even know how I feel saying this thing here. His own excrement will be ready. And I'm like, whether eating this excrement from a plate or from a shovel or from a packer or from where? Please, can you help me and tell me from where? So his own excrement will be ready, but the excrement of the pussycat, he will not be looking for it, searching for it, digging everywhere, looking for pussycat excrement. And it was usually very difficult for him to trace it. Not pussycat, if you have kept one before in the local level where I'm from, you find out that pussycat, when they want to excrete, they hide it. They don't expose it. They hide it. Even if they finish, they will find something to cover it. So he said he had issues getting this excrement from pussycat. So he now decided to go and buy a cage and put the pussycat inside the cage so that at least there will be no way for him to hide the excrement. He can always access the excrement. He bought a cage and put the pussycat, and that was what he did for the 1 week. It was true. Then it was now the friend's turn to do his own. Where were they going to see a mad woman? How would they know whether the mad woman was pregnant or not? Will you go and carry a mad woman and go and run a test on her to know whether she's pregnant before sleeping with her? They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to handle that one. Sure, they went. One particular night, they saw the first available mad woman they saw. The man slept with the mad woman, and he was saying that, well, whatever thing happens, they were going to leave it to luck, to chance, that he didn't know what else to do. He couldn't go and carry a mad woman, go to the hospital to run a test, or he didn't know how to collect the urine from her to go and run a test to know whether she's pregnant or not. And you know all these mad women now, some other person may have gone to sleep with her, or she may have become pregnant before she ran mad, or she may, anything. So he took his chance and slept with her, and that was what he was told to do, and that was what he did. So they now went home. Their mission accomplished. Went home, waited for the period they said they were going to wait till for money to come, for the Egombute to come. They waited. The money didn't come. The Egombute didn't come. Do you know what is Egombute? Money, packing money. Then after about a week again, they didn't see anything. They got worried. They had to take a trip again back to the man, to the spiritualist. Yeah, it's something serious. Lady Brand, thank you. Something serious. I can see a building Gafar. How nice, everything. Thank you for your presence. So he said they took a trip back to the spiritualist to tell them that they finished all they were asked to do and that they haven't seen anything. So Unique Fighter, hello, how are you? So they didn't see any result, no money. They didn't see they didn't even see any improvement in their resources or their finances. On top of the big one they said they were promised that made them to go and do all those horrible things. So when they got to the spiritualist, do you know what the spiritualist said? Can you guess? They will always have a way of regulating themselves out and blaming you for whatever. So when they give you some stringent conditions, you should know that it don't work. It will not work. It will not work. So do you know what they said? The man said that why the guy didn't make his own money was because when the pussycat was pooping on and hiding the excrement, why did the man carry the pussycat and cage it? That was how he caged his own money. That there was nothing he could do. He caged his money. That was like his own sacrifice or whatever he did didn't yield any increase, didn't yield anything, any result. And then he said that this man, the husband of this woman that went to see him now, said the husband he slept with a mad woman that was pregnant. And he was warned not to sleep with a woman that is pregnant. The man was, how will you know a mad woman that is pregnant? So because he slept with a mad woman, he said the mad woman was 3 months pregnant. And that was why the whole thing wouldn't work. And so what was the solution? That they should go and come back for him to tell them that they were going to involve that thing they were running away from initially, human sacrifice. He said that's what they were going to do. That was going to be that would be the solution. I remember that was what they waited to avoid in the first instance. They now finally end up to that particular evil. So what happened was that, lifestyle, how are you? Thank you, I'm praised. I can see you. I'm grateful for your presence. So he said that because of that mistake, that the only solution would be for them to do a human shed blood. And they said they were not interested, that they didn't want to do, they were going. As they were going, the man said they should wait. They waited. He said, for your information, that if you people don't come back and do the sacrifice and do the thing and say you people should do, there will be consequences. There will be great consequences. He told the guy that ate the excrement of pussycat and his own excrement, that his own consequences on his own, in his body. But that the other guy, that the consequences will be far-reaching and very heinous, very far-reaching. That the consequences, if he doesn't come back to do blood sacrifice, the consequences will be far-reaching. But then they left because they were still young, vibrant, youthful exuberance. They said, Allah, nothing, they left. So this guy said, as he got home, within 2 weeks' time, he took ill. The one that ate the excrement of pussycat and his own excrement took ill. Why wouldn't he fall sick? After eating your excrement and pussycat excrement for 1 week, why you not go fall sick? Even if the sickness didn't come on its own, that thing that you ate, it was enough poison to poison you. So he said the sickness was not that they took him everywhere, carried him up and down, took him all over the hospitals. There was no solution. The problem was that the doctors would run a test. After that, they would say there's nothing. They didn't find anything wrong with his system. It was then he knew that it was a spiritual thing. He suspected that what they went and did was the reason why he was sick. So what did he do? He now consulted. Now went into that was so he said that was why he started praying, started using prayers to solve his problem, and luckily for him, God delivered him. He became born again in the process of looking for this solution. So he was telling the husband, come, this thing that I'm passing through is not ordinary. It is as a result of what you went and did. Maybe for me to have gotten my result by being born again, by starting to worship God, maybe you should use the same method. Come and start worshiping God so that this man warned you that the result of what we did will have a far-reaching consequences. Why don't you come and serve God, come and worship God, come and confess and begin to do the work of God so that this problem will not come upon you? The man says it's a lie. There was nothing like that. Nothing will happen to him. That the man was bluffing. That he was suspecting. The man said he was suspecting that sacrifice the man they went and did at that time, that was the result of the girl being mad. That the husband refused to do anything, refused to serve God, refused to repent, refused to be prayerful, so that he was sure that was the reason why their daughter was mad, and that his spirit had been disturbing him, tormenting him for many weeks, and that he had kept on postponing until that it's like he feels like it's going to choke him. That's why he had to come to explain to her that the problem their daughter is having is spiritual. It's as a result of what they did. He and her husband did in the past when they were about 20 years back. That was a precaution, and that she should not go to the hospital again. It was a spiritual thing. So my sister and my brothers, what would I advise this lady now? It is this lady that brought this story and told us this story, and the child is still mad. The daughter is still sick. She doesn't know what to do. She now said, I should please, even if she cannot get that, even if she does not get advice from the house, at least I should tell everybody that people should be careful how they get money, how they make this money. But there's hardly any money you make in a dirty way that will not have a bad repercussion. And the repercussion, you may not be told. You may not be told the whole truth at the initial time. It is when you now have gotten far, a deep, when you cannot go back, that they will not tell you the repercussion, and you will be like, had you known? And so the best is for you not to even try, not to even start off. That, okay, now the only daughter she has, will she watch her be mad for the rest of her life? And then now the husband that was one that brought this thing, how does he handle with that man? How does he live with that kind of a man? And he knew that why they were suffering was because of what he did in the past. He did tell her, and she was going up and down. All of them were going up and down looking for solution. He did open up to her to tell her that this, what I did in the past, it could be the reason why our daughter is mad today. Why don't you do it this way? He just kept on watching her going up and down, fasting, praying, doing stuff. So she now said, I should please come to the house and tell everybody what to do, advise her to do, and for other people to learn from her mistakes, from her husband's mistakes, and to be able to look for the ungenuine way, means of livelihood should be genuine, so that you will not get your hand today only to lose your leg tomorrow, or by the time you think you have arrived, one problem will call upon you that will remove the whole. What is the peace? What is the joy now? If you had even made the money, and at the stage his daughter is mad, why will you enjoy the money? So that is what we brought today. If there's anybody that wants to advise her, please, she's there in the comment section, waiting for your advice, waiting for your counsel, waiting for your contribution, and looking forward to hearing whatever thing you have to advise her on this matter. What does she do with the daughter? Does she watch her daughter die in madness, or does she leave the husband, or does she remain in the husband, be looking at this man every day with her mind, saying that you are the one that caused this problem? Does she go and discuss this thing with the husband, saying that to tell the husband that I have had what you did, I've had what happened? she's confused. She said we should please counsel her on what she will do. So if you're there and you can drop it at the comment section, because she is there at the comment section listening to all the things we're saying. Drop it at the comment section, advise her on what she should do, and if there's any suggestion you can give to her, please go ahead and suggest to her. Or if you want to come up to the screen, send us an invite to bring up to the screen so you will tell her, and she will see this video and see it by herself. So thank you very much for your presence today. This is Kitchen Vibe Matchmaking and Love Relationship Platform, where we come to find counsel, come to find relationship, come to find love, come to find our soulmates, and also learn how to make our relationship to be sweet, enjoyable, vibrant, and lasting. So if you're there and you're looking for a partner, you can come up to the screen so that you tell us your name, your age, location, describe the kind of a partner you want. Or you can join us in our community where we do matchmaking. After the live, I'm going to drop a link either at the comment section or at the bio or the description that will take you straight to our community where we do matchmaking. Or drop all your information at the comment section about your name, your age, location, blog, gender type, what you do for a living, describe the kind of a partner you want, tell us the age of the partner you want, drop all of them at the comment section, they will pick it up from there, work on it for you. So far so good. That's what we have for today. Thank you for being there. Thank you for always watching our video. Please like this video, share it, and drop your comments. This lady is there at the comment section so that she will be able to hear, so that she'll be able to get the advice or the consolation or the word of knowledge you are giving to her, and so that she'll be able to be happy. At least let's lighten her mood for a while. Thank you. See you. I appreciate you all that have made that time to be here. It's not easy. I see you, Gafra Building, Lady Brand. I see you, Nick Vita. I see Olofofo Lifestyle. I see Alan Jeep. I see Prozzy. I see a lot of you. I see people from TikTok. I see people from YouTube, and I see people from Instagram. It's really a wonderful experience spending time with you today. Thank you.